Hello friends, today we will see next chapter Introduction to Java, its classes and objects. So without delay, let's go to the next slide. So what is a class? So first question, what is a class? A class definition is very simple. A class definition, it says that a class is a blueprint. It defines the structure and the behavior of the object. Think of it as a template. It's a very simple thing. Template means suppose you have one certificate and you want to make Xerox copies of it. So you usually go to the Xerox and you take a multiple print of that copies. So here the same way your certificate is nothing but a blueprint, and whatever the copies are created from that certificate is nothing but the objects. So it's work like that in the real world. So always remember your class is blueprint of object. So let's see how it's work in a couple of videos, a couple of slides. So classes encapsulate data and the method. So within the class, actually it holds some information about the real world objects. Consider a car is there. Car is having some its own properties like a color, or some method like how a car behave in the form of action, like how it's brake or how it's accelerate. So we'll see that definition in just a moment. Let's move to the next slide. So here is simple syntax, how we can create a class inside the Java. Okay, it must start with the class name and name of the class. Yeah, and it's supposed to hold fields and the methods. Okay, what exactly the fields are? Fields are like some properties. Fields are the variable that stores state of an object. Here example, it's speed. So whatever the speed of the car, it's supposed to go inside the int speed. And the methods. So class have fields and methods. Second is the method. Method defines what object can do. Here object is doing acceleration. Your car is doing acceleration, so it's supposed to be declared like void accelerate, and within this method you can implement your behavior of that method. So let's move to the next slide. So what is object? Object is nothing but the instance of a class. So here you can see object definition. An object is an instance of a car. It is a real world entity created from that blueprint. So we'll see practically in next session. So as of now, just remember the definition. An object is an instance of class, and it is nothing but the real world entity representation. So let's see how can we create an object. Objects are created using new keyword. You have to use new keyword to create an object. So here is example car, my car equal to new car. So here I use new object to create an object of car. So how to use that object? To use that object you have to use object reference. This is actually object reference. My car is object reference. My car dot uh, name of the method. Here name of the method is accelerate and the signature of this method. So object can be accessed its field and method. It's very simple. So whenever you create object, same object can access its own method and fields. Okay, so this is the simple way we can define an object. Okay, just now go to the next slide. How object is getting created. There is multiple way to create an object, but as of now, this is the simple way we can go ahead with car equal to new car, my car equal to new car with a new keyword. So whenever this new keyword call car car blueprint in memory, it's actually call the constructor. So we will see constructor in next videos. So constructor is first getting called by the JVM, and through this new keyword you can create a multiple object of the car class, and each object having its independent memory location. So that we will also see in the next chapter. So how to access the field and methods. So next slide is about this. So it's very simple. Whenever you create an object, you can access object name dot field name for the field, and object name dot object method for the method. This is the simplest way to access your field and access your method. So now move to the next slide. So here I have created a simple class definition. Class car bracket string model name integer speed and void accelerate as a method. So this is the beginning and end of the method, and this is the end of the class. This is actually structure of the class. How to create this object we already seen, but let's see one more time. Car my car equal to new car. Here my car dot model, I am going to access this. This is the way to access the field where I am saying my model is the sedan. How to call the method? It's also very simple. On a reference of my car object, you can call a method. So here I am calling my car dot accelerate. This is very simple. So today's takeaway like that. What is a class and what is object? Class is nothing but a blueprint of an object, and which contains nothing but the structure and the behavior of the object. An object is the instance of the class which represent a real world entity with some state and behavior. In the next chapter or in the next tutorial, we will see practically how to create an object through a class. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.